Hello, Elizabeth Ellis here with TradeFlix Incorporated, bringing you winning trade signals. I wanted to share some ideas from an article that I read called Bitcoin is Not a Store of Value. The market answered that question. Personally, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. I'm a little bit undecided on my thoughts, but this may have answered the question for me and made it a lot more clear as to which direction I'm going to go in. So I want to share this with you. It says, what makes something a store of value? According to Investopedia.com, a store of value is any form of wealth that maintains its value without depreciating. The key phrase being without depreciating. Investopedia goes on to say that gold is a good store of value. Now, if you've been an active trader for any reasonable amount of time, you have seen gold lose 45% of its value from the high in September 2011 to the low in December 2015. Losing half of the value of an asset is depreciating by any reasonable definition. But here's the trick with gold. Can it deteriorate or spoil or go bad? It has a virtually infinite shelf life. It doesn't deteriorate or spoil or go bad. It stays gold basically forever. So an investor always has time to recoup lost monetary worth. Fine art or rare wines hardly ever lose value, but can physically degrade, and wines can peak, robbing both of their potentials to be stores of value. Global treasury bonds, such as U.S. Treasury bonds, are very good stores of value because they generate an income of their own and their principal value is backed by a legal contract. They will not deteriorate or spoil as long as the government is functional. Let's look at Bitcoin through these two lenses. Is Bitcoin a form of wealth that does not deteriorate? Bitcoin lost around 50% of its value from high to low. We've already established that gold, an accepted store of value, did almost the same thing, but with gold, the move took over 4 years, and with Bitcoin, it happened in 1 month. Bitcoin's value definitely deteriorates, sometimes at a breakneck pace. What about shelf life? Certainly, a digital coin doesn't degrade or spoil like art or rare wine, but what if it gets banned? It's critical to note what caused the cryptocurrency sell-off in the first place. It was reported that both China and South Korea were considering banning access to all digital platforms that enable people to trade digital currencies. If major nations banned Bitcoin, not likely at this stage, then it will have degraded or spoiled, so to speak. One of the best things about the market is it answers questions. Bitcoin specifically and cryptocurrencies in general are not going away, but they are not very reliable when it comes to maintaining their value without depreciating. It is not a store of value, but it is an asset class potentially worth investing in and definitely worth trading. So hopefully this helps answer some of your questions, and it's definitely helped to point me towards the direction that I will be going in. I won't be looking to hold, to put my money in and let it be tied up in the cryptocurrency market. So I won't face the issues with the future, debit cards that are going to come out, or my bank account being frozen. I won't. I don't see any potential issues with the exchanges getting a backlog of transactions, where they have to temporarily disable those transactions. Um, I'd be willing to accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment as long as it were Bitcoin, as long as it was Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum, and uh, and I can definitely see the value of trading it, but not on an exchange such as GDAX, Poloniex, Kraken, Binance, Bitfinex, these exchanges where you put your cryptocurrency on that exchange and and trade it, exchange it for another altcoin, hoping that the price goes up so that you can then sell it and sell it at a profit. and then convert that back into Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, or fiat. Um, so yeah, so I can see that, again, I may still consider trading it, but I would then convert my profit into fiat and spend it rather than holding it or trying to hoard or accumulate it. All right, so that's all I'm going to share, and I love to hear your comments. What do you think? Is Bitcoin a store of value or not?